The Energy Upgrade California campaign aims to reduce energy use by 40% in most California homes and to help families save money and help the state reach its greenhouse gas reduction goals. Siobhan Foley, director of EUC for the California Center for Sustainable Energy, joins me with some practical energy saving tips. And welcome, Siobhan.
Thank you.
Now, one of the goals of this program is to get people to reduce their energy use by about 10% per year. What does that mean in terms of action?
Well, really what we're trying to help people understand is that managing energy use is an easier thing to do than we think, and that little actions really add up when we all do them, and that bigger actions are actually easier and more affordable than maybe they were when the last time was that you might have looked into something.
And we're going to talk about those bigger actions in just a minute, but I want to talk about some of the smaller tips that seem rather intuitive. Most of us know to change out lights to LED bulbs, maybe turning off lights when we leave the room, but where do you see the gaps in an effort to save energy at home?
Sure. Well, most of us know these things, but most of us don't do them either. So what we find is that people say, hey, I already know, I'm already doing, but what they're doing are maybe one or two actions. They're not necessarily doing them consistently, and they don't know all the actions that are really available to do, because some things are new. You know, with the smart meters, we now have better access to our data, so we actually can learn more about our energy use and actually tailor our saving methods to the way we use energy. But also, we're really talking more than conservation, about more than energy efficiency. We're talking about thinking about when you use energy and what time of day and how much strain is on the grid when you're using energy, and could you do that action later in the day or earlier in the morning or at a time when you're not actually going to be contributing to that strain in the same way. Or maybe looking into solar again. Solar has gotten much more affordable. There are more options.
When it comes to the smart meters, you brought that up. There's actually on your webpage a way to use your smart meter at home to track and monitor your energy use?
So on our website right now, we launched yesterday with a tip campaign, as you mentioned, and really what we're doing right now is really just starting the engagement process with folks and giving them great tips and things to do. On the SDG&E website, actually, if you go into your account, if you log into your account, there's a tremendous amount of tools for you to look at your energy use, understand. They actually have a survey you can do where you answer several questions and they give you tips and things too as well,
and
tailored to your house.
Exactly, very specific. I know some other recommendations include changing your hot water heater over to a more energy efficient model, or installing solar panels, perhaps coating your roof and your walls to keep your home cooler. All of this sounds very expensive, but you said it may be getting less expensive.
Sure. Well, you know, honestly, there's so many things we can do that they run the gamut from no expense at all, just a behavioral change, to something that is more of an investment. And on our website, we have about 4 sets of tips. We have tips on lighting, we have tips on electronics, we have tips on heating and cooling, and then we have tips that are just related to your daily routine. You know, it can be as simple as don't run your dishwasher if it's not full, because actually then you're wasting water and you're wasting energy. It's a simple thing, and it's really just about taking a moment to think about these things when we're just in our daily routines.
But and I've been hearing a little rumor of this, solar power is a lot cheaper than it used to be.
Solar power has come down quite a bit, yes. And you know, we're finding one of the biggest aspects of that though as well is that there are just more options. You know, you can lease your panels, you can buy the power from the company that installs the panel. So you don't even have to buy solar in order to put it on your roof anymore. But you also can pay cash up front, and we have new programs coming from our cities and counties for financing. And there's actually more and more financing coming available to really help people finance those investments. But the solar itself, if you're going to pay cash today, it's probably I would say less than $5 a kilowatt.
Let's say this. Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to say this program, let's just say it's successful. Everybody's saving 10%. We've got energy. How will the state use this sort of extra energy they might save by people actually complying with this campaign?
Well, the goal here really is to secure our future. And one of the things is when we save energy, we don't have to build as many power plants. That's really one of the major aspects of this. So we have what's called the loading order in California. And basically it says that our utilities are supposed to procure power in a certain way. And energy efficiency is number 1 on that loading order. So before we build a new power plant, we're really supposed to say, okay, how can we save? And then next is renewable energy. How can we actually get this energy from renewable sources? And you know, we're getting about 23% of our energy across the state from renewable sources. Our goal is 33, and the utilities are working on that.
All right, well, I want to let folks know there's a link to simple energy saving tips on our website, kpbs.org. Siobhan Foley, thanks so much.
Thank you.